Hi everyone. Firstly, we have seen the integumentary system. Integumentary nothing but the skin. In the integumentary system include the skin and its derivatives, which is a hair, nail, and glands. The skin, these are the largest system of the body. It about the 16% of the all total body weights and 1.5 to 2 meter per square in total body area. The integument the integument is made up of two parts. First one is the cutaneous membrane and second one is its accessory structures. Now functions of integumentary system. First is the protections. Now skin is protects against the bacteria, viruses, UV lights and dehydrations. It also produces the vitamin D for the calcium absorption. Third one is the sensation. Now presence of sensory receptors inside the skin, it gives the sensation. After the it regulates the body temperatures. If body temperature is too hot, that time get dermal blood vessels get dilated and vessels carry the more blood to the surface so it can get escape from the body. If body get too cold, that time dermal blood vessels get constrict and it prevent the heat loss from the body. Now last one is the excretion. Small amounts of waste products are lost through the perceptions. Now we have seen the structure of the skin. See, skin having mainly three layers. First one is the epidermis, second one dermis, and third one is the hypodermis. It's also called as subcutaneous layer. These are the skin. These are the skin. Upper layer is the epidermis, middle layer is the dermis, and last layer is the hypodermis. That also called as subcutaneous layer. Now first we have seen the epidermis layer. It is a vascular stratified squamous epithelium. Now epidermis cells are the keratinocytes. It contains the large amounts of keratin. These are the structures of epidermis. This upper layer is the epidermis. Now these are the epidermal ridge. After it, dermal papilla and the below the epidermis these are the dermis layer. These dermis papilla are used to and join the epidermis and dermis to the each other. Now the in case of thin skin, this epidermis covers the most of the body, and here it has the four layers of the keratinocytes, and in case of thick skin, it covers the palms of the hands and lows of the and soles of the feet. At this, in case of thick skin, it having the five layers of keratinocytes. Now there is a these five layers of keratinocytes. First one is the stratum basal, after this stratum spinosum, third one is the stratum granulosum, fourth one is the stratum lucidum, and fifth one is the stratum corneum. These are the structures of epidermis. Here is the first one is the stratum basal. This is the stratum basal. After is stratum spinosum. After it stratum granulosum. Here is the granules are present in their area. After the stratum lucidum, and they are the largest part of this stratum corneum. Now stratum basal. It attaches to basement membrane by hemidesmosome. It forms a strong bond between the epidermis and dermis. It forms the epidermal ridge, nothing but the fingerprints and dermal papilla. This get increased in the area of basement membrane and strengthen the attachment between the epidermis and dermis. These are the thick skin. This is the pores of sweat glands, and these are the epidermal ridges. Now the stratum spinosum. These are the spiny layer. It produced by the division of stratum basal. Here is a 8 to 10 layers of keratinocytes bound by the desmosome, in which it is a continue to divide and get increases the thickness of the epithelium. It contain the dendritic cells. It get and active in the immune response. Now stratum granulosum. These are the granules layer. It stop dividing and start the producing. In case of stratum granulosum, here is a stop the dividing of this layer epidermis, and at this point here is the starting the production. These are the stratum granulosum get produce the keratin and keratohyalin. These keratin are the tough fibrous proteins. It makes up the hairs and nails, and keratohyalin are the dense granules and create the cross-linked keratin fibers. After it, stratum lucidum. These are the clear layer which is found only in thick skin and covers the stratum granulosum. And last one is a stratum corneum. These are the horn layer which is exposed surface of the skin. It about the 15 to 30 layers of the keratinized cells, and it having the water resistant. Now we have seen the dermis. After the epidermis, we have seen the dermis layer. This dermis located between the epidermis and subcutaneous layer. It get anchors the epidermal accessory structures, which is a hair follicles and sweat glands. It having the two components. Outer is a papillary layer and deeper is a reticular layer. First one is a papillary layer. It consists of areolar tissues that also contain smaller capillaries, lymphatics, and sensory neurons. And deeper is a reticular layer. Deeper is a reticular layer which is consist of dense irregular connective tissue which contain the larger blood vessels, lymphatic vessels, and nerve fibers. It also get contain the collagen and elastic fibers and connective tissues proper. Now dermatitis. Dermatitis, these are the inflammation of dermis specifically to the papillary layer, which is caused by the infection, radiation, mechanical irradiation, or chemicals, which is characterized by the itching and pain. Now dermis is now characteristics of dermis layer. These are the stronger due to the collagen fibers. Dermis is also in elastic nature because of the presence of elastic fibers, and it also the flexible. These are the figure of dermis. Here is a dermal papilla, which is the uppermost layer. They are the papillary layer, and here is a deeper is a reticular layer. And these are the cutaneous plexus. After it, we have seen the hypodermis layer. These are hypodermis are lies below the integument. This gets stabilize the skin. It allows to separate the movements. It made of elastic areolar and adipose tissues, and it connect to the reticular layer of integument by connective tissue fibers. These are the hypodermis are present below the dermis. Now we have seen the hair follicles. Hair follicles are the organs that forms the hairs. It located deep in the dermis. It get produce non-living hairs. It wrapped in a dense connective tissue sheath. Its base is surrounded by the sensory nerves. Now accessory structures of hairs. It get erector pili and subcutaneous glands. These erector pili are the involuntary smooth muscle. It causes the hair to stand up, and it produces the goose bumps. And subcutaneous gland get lubricate to the hairs. Here is a subcutaneous gland which is produce the lubrication to the hair, and here is a erector pili muscles get to the stand up to the hairs. After it, the regions of the hairs. Hairs having the main two regions, hair root and hair shaft. Hair root is a lower part of the hairs that get attached to the skin, and hair shaft is the upper part of the hairs. It doesn't get attached to the skin. Here is a hair shaft. This is the hair shaft and this is the hair root. Now hair shaft structures. Hair shaft divided into the three types. First one is the medulla, cortex, and then is a cuticle. Medulla, cortex, and cuticle. These three is the uh, structural points of the hair shafts. Now function of hair. Now hairs present into the head get protect from the UV light, cushioning from the trauma and get insulations. Now hairs present into the nostrils, ear canals and eyelashes get to prevent the entry of foreign material within the body, and after the body's hairs get gives the sensory detection to the body. Root hair plexus gives the sensory nerves at base of hair follicles that get detect the slight movement of hair, and after the erector pili muscles get attached to the every hair follicles, and they get contact to stand hair appendicular to the skin surface. Now structure and function of the nails. Now nails, these are the protect fingers and toes, that is made up of dead cells. They pack with the keratin, and in the metabolic disorder can change the nail structures. Now production of nail. Now production of nail occurs in the deep epidermal folds, that is near the bone, called as the nail root. Now structure of nail. First one is the nail body, second one is the lunula, and third one is the sides of nail. These are the nail body, these are the visible portion of the nail and it covers the nail bed. These are the nail body and this visible portion of the nail. Second one is the lunula. These are the pale crescent at the base of the nail. These are the lunula, which is present at the base of the nail. And third one is the sides of nail. It lies in a lateral nail grooves and surrounded by the lateral nail folds. These are the sides of nail. First one is the nail grooves. These are the nail grooves and these are the nail folds. Here is a stop up and end the integumentary system. Thank you.